Hey y'all, I was outside working in the garden and it's cold out there, so I decided to switch gears and come inside and work on starting some seeds that I need to get started because they need to be cold stratified, which, if you don't know, means they need to go through a cold period before they will germinate. Some people put them in the refrigerator to get that. Some people live in an area where that will happen naturally. I live in Texas where we don't get a whole lot of cold weather, but I can sit these outside in a pot and they'll be fine. And I just bring in my seed starts if we get down to 32, but for the most part, they'll be fine. So I don't know about you guys, but when this comes in the mail, I get super excited. It's like the Sears Wish Book for adults. It has all of the Baker Creek seeds in this one. This is just one seed catalog I get, but this is the first one I got this year, so I thought I would mention it. Has all the great things in it that we gardeners look forward to gardening, putting in our garden this year. But I am today starting some lemon balm. Now, if you're not familiar with lemon balm, now it is from the mint family. It's a perennial that here in Texas comes back year after year. The ones that I have are, this is from Baker Creek. It is the lemon balm mandarina and the lemon balm limoncello. These are the two that I'm going to be starting today. Some of you have heard me talk about dandelion before, that I make a dandelion tea that I forage for a lot of things that grow naturally, wildflowers and things here. Just like the dandelion, the lemon balm is supposed to be good for detoxifying your liver. Now, I have to put in a disclaimer that I am not a doctor or a nurse, and you need to check with your doctor before trying anything. But I do believe in herbal teas, and lemon balm is one of my favorites. It is supposed to be a calming, it is supposed to have a calming effect. It is supposed to lower your anxiety. It does lower your systolic and diastolic blood pressure. There are studies that have shown that it does significantly lower your the liver enzyme AST. There's just many, but therapeutic and health, we'll call them health effects. Now, lemon balm will grow in part shade to full sun. It doesn't like to be super dry, and it doesn't like to be super wet. But of all of the herbs that I grow, lemon balm is probably the easiest. Now, if you're on certain medications like sedatives or thyroid medications, this has been shown to interact with those. So you'd want to talk to your doctor before drinking lemon balm tea or using a tincture, which is what I'll be using it for. I'll be drying it for just dried tea and making a tincture with it with some vodka. I would suggest you Google what is lemon balm good for, and you'll see all the different things that people say lemon balm is good for. I used to have really bad gallbladder attacks, and I haven't had one in 6 years since I started making my own herbal teas. So I really do swear by my herbal teas. Now, what I start my seeds in is a little container like this. Sometimes I get the bigger ones, and this one just has the 12 slots, 3x4. It has the separate bottom, which is what holds your water. And of course, the bottom has little holes in it. Can you see that? Yeah. And then you have the dome to go on top. And that's how. Almost looks like a takeout food container. Alright, so I've already got dirt in one. Dirt, it was already moist because, to be honest, I've been driving around with bags of soil in the back of my truck for about a month. I haven't unloaded them yet. I unload them as I use them. So the soil was already moist. So I'm just going to open a package of my seeds. And with the lemon balm, you sow directly on top of the soil. So I'm just going to pour them into my hand here. There's really not very many in here, but I think I got them all. Okay. And then just put a few in the little cells. Just right on top. They're so little, they're like little fleas and you can barely see them. So I'm going to put my little marker here, which you probably can't see, but lemon balm. All right, so I got my little marker. I'm just gonna stick that down in there. And then I'm gonna use the other package for the other side. In case you've never used lemon or grown or had any experience with lemon balm, it does smell lemony when you break off a leaf. Alrighty. Just kind of drop some randomly. Now, just like mint, you'll find that if you plant lemon balm, it is going to self-seed and spread. So if that's a problem, you'll want to plant your lemon balm somewhere where that's not going to be a problem, or keep it or grow it in containers. I want to know which one is the mandarina and which one is the limoncello, so that's why I'm having two different markers here. I always tell myself that I'll remember which side I planted something on, and I always forget. Alrighty. Just gonna take my little lid here, make sure it fits over those markers, and it does. So now all I need to do is water it real well, and then we'll take these outside. There we go. I've got it set outside, the first of many of my seed starts, and I'm going to set a rock on top, a piece of petrified wood, to just keep the wind from blowing the top off. And I will check on this every day and give you all some progress reports as we go. All right, well, I'm going to get back out there in this nasty weather and work on getting all my beds ready to go, because my last frost date is early March, and I have really got to get things going or I'm going to be way behind and not get tomatoes again this year, and we're not going to let that happen. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was somewhat informative or encourages you to try to grow some lemon balm. If you haven't already, please subscribe.